Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. I'm noticing something right now, y'all. I am noticing some things, and it's weird because it's a lot of, people that grew up in the hood that's coming forth now. And they're saying things. When I put up that video about T.I. and Boosie starting to lose their street cred, people are starting to say, yes, they look a little soft, y'all. Okay? They're starting to look a little soft. And not a little soft, but a lot soft. That, they got in their feelings over somebody saying something that was the truth. And the fact that you would go and start hooping and hollering and raving to other celebrities that you all are not sticking up for me and all of that, it makes you see people for what they really are. A lot of people, a lot of guys that then grew up listening to T.I. and Boosie music, they saw them as a particular way. And this is something that a lot of people talk about and debate on right now, that it's a lot of fake rappers out here. They rap about certain things, but they don't really live that lifestyle. They're not about that life, but they rap about certain things, and they try to keep up this persona that they're they're gangster, y'all, and they really not. Okay, people are seeing that now. They're seeing just how soft people really are, and they're seeing people for what they and who they really are. Okay. When I think about T.I. as of now, I can compare him to the hood. I'm going to give y'all a scenario, okay? And this is my take on T.I. right now. Do y'all remember, and everybody wouldn't relate to this, but people from the hood that, grew up in the hood and hung out in the streets with the street associates and stuff like that, you all will relate to this video more than others, okay? But do you remember when you were growing up in the hood and you were younger and a lot of people were looking up to particular people in the hood, okay? And particular people that was in the hood that was doing the same thing everybody else was, selling street pharmacy stuff. And they probably were the biggest sellers in the neighborhood, okay? Pay attention to the fact that they were the only ones that was not going to jail. Everybody else in the hood would go to jail, but particular people, they would not go to jail. And if they did, they would get right back out all the time. I think everybody had some of those in their neighborhood, okay? It couldn't have just been me. I want y'all to think about those people and ask yourself this question. Do those type of people that were in your hood that was selling more street pharmacy than everybody else, that you actually went to get your stuff from time to time so you can sell, do those same people remind you of T.I.? Ask yourself this question. That just skate through life and didn't go through the same thing everybody else went through, but getting locked up and this and that and that and this, having to bond out or get transferred to the county jail from the regular jail. And they didn't go through those experiences. And ask yourself why. It wasn't because that they were so careful and, they were much more, slicker than everybody else. They were out in the open with their stuff and everybody was going to them. You had the smokers going to them, and you had other people in the hood going to them, buying their stuff so that they can make money off of the stuff, okay, and flip it. That is who reminds me of T.I. Somebody that got their hands all in a cookie jar, doing all kind of stuff, tied to all kind of things. But every time you turn around, they slipping by. Every time they catch a case, it's throughout and all kind of stuff. And not only that, the people that's close to T.I., they always get caught, or they always, pass away, or they always go to jail. Okay? It's a reason I do believe that people stay away from Boosie and T.I. T.I. is not too much different than Boosie. A lot of people don't really mess with T.I. like that. But a lot of people mess with T.I. a little bit more than they do Boosie. But at the same time, as time is going on, the real ones out here, y'all, they're sitting back watching how things are playing out. Okay? I want y'all to pay attention to the fact that T.I. and Young Thug, they started getting really, really close. And being a vulnerable person that Young Thug was, he probably was letting T.I. know all of his business about everything that he was doing. Because he was proud that he had came up and now he got all these guys up under him that's doing whatever he tell them to do. If he want to drop a bag on somebody, if he want to tell, his street associates go handle this business, they were willing and, to go do it. And you got to ask yourself this question. Was T.I., getting close to Young Thug to find out all his information? Okay, y'all? When the police came in and they raided Young Thug's house, they went to specific spots. They went to the backyard and dug up certain areas, as if everybody told them right where to go to. They went into Young Thug house, and they went into the walls, y'all, inside the walls, in certain particular areas, as if there was somebody on the inside that told all this information. Now I want y'all to pay attention to something too. As soon as everybody started saying that T.I. was the one that told on Young Thug, as soon as they said that, I want y'all to pay this very, very close attention. And y'all can go back and check the videos and the time frame and everything. But as soon as T.I. name popped up, that he was the one that's tricking on all the celebrities, they wanted to put that on the hush real quick. And they threw somebody else's name. They threw them under the bus just to save T.I. I want y'all to think about this, okay? Nobody wasn't getting no information leaked. But all of a sudden, when everybody pointed the finger at T.I., that T.I. was the real person that told on, and this is allegedly because we don't know, but I want y'all to pay attention to the time frame. Soon as everybody started pointing the fingers at T.I., it seems like the police was working with T.I. to cover his tracks, y'all. Pay attention to this. T.I. and what's his name? Trap. They remind me of two peas in a bucket, y'all. Okay? They remind me of that. Because notice how everybody and everything that's around Trap, people was passing away. He got all these spots going on and everything else. Everybody else is going to jail but him. And it's the same thing with T.I. Everybody else goes to jail but him. But look at the charges that he gets charged with. And they get dropped or threw out or, pay attention to this. Everybody stop thinking about T.I. when the police, and it was some police, I do believe, okay? I'm going to say allegedly, that leaked a witness information. Now, was he the only witness that told on Young Thug, the one that they leaked his information and paperwork and this and that and that and this? Was he the only one that's telling on Young Thug? I don't think so. I think T.I. was telling too. But I think they wanted to get the attention off of T.I. Because, long as they keep him out in the street, then, he's going to, bring something to the table. And ask yourself what he's bringing to the table, y'all. And another thing, is artists going to be trusting T.I. like that? See, this is one thing that is coming to light right now. Remember I told y'all 2022 is about some serious revealing. And from what it's worth, a lot of things are coming out now that T.I. is a snitch, y'all. And I want y'all to pay attention to something else, okay? Because everybody say, it's, even the Bible says people are fond of their own kind. Well, why is T.I. so close to J. Prince? Why are they buddies? Ask yourself this question. If a known snitch like T.I., okay, and he's working with Crime Stoppers and all of this stuff, why is he so buddy with Mob Taz, y'all? Because Mob Taz teaches something totally the opposite. He teaches, and J. Prince teaches, that you shouldn't snitch. Y'all pay attention to what's going on and what's right in front of you. Because he's always talking about respect. He's always talking about, people snitching. This snitching stuff got to go and all of this stuff. So if this snitching stuff has to go, then why are you friends with T.I.? Pay attention, y'all. Okay? Some people were saying back in the days, and it ain't that long ago. I've heard this. People have been saying that J. Prince was working with the feds. People were saying that. And, he get on social media and say the feds is watching him, but at the same time, a lot of people were saying, no, it's totally the opposite. He's working with them people too. And if you think about it, y'all, it makes sense. Because why is him and T.I. such good friends? And T.I. is a snitch. Not only is he a snitch, he did a commercial for Crime Stoppers telling people that, and no wonder why Charleston White is calling him the tipster. Okay? Because he's giving, police tips on this and that and that and this. Now, it's okay if you are, civilian and you're out here telling on people to make things better. It's a difference in that. And you're out here telling on people just to cover up your dirt and keep your stuff out of the limelight. Look at the charges. Now, my understanding, they said that T.I. didn't beat, 7 cases, y'all? 7 cases he didn't beat. Think about this, y'all. And they were some serious charges. Serious toys. Serious allegations. And he has beat them all. And think about Boosie. Boosie has beat some serious charges. The police pulls him over and he sits up and tell the police he has, women back at his house. Ready for whatever. And nothing is done about that. I think it's a lot more than T.I. and maybe J. Prince that's working with the police. I do believe Boosie could be a person that's an inside person that's working with the police too. And this could be why he get away with so much stuff. Now, I know y'all remember that they were saying that Boosie was in protective custody when he was in jail. A lot of people are saying that he was in protective custody. But he want everybody to believe that he wasn't. Y'all. I don't know who to believe because I'm starting to believe now he could have been in protective custody. Birds of a feather flock together. And the people that's coming out, I think his name Fab something. I forget who his name is, but he's one of T.I. boys. Fab Mikes, something like that. He calls himself coming out to protect T.I. After T.I. started throwing out, I done help people and this and that. And word on the street is this Fab Mike guy. He supposed to have been sleeping on, T.I.'s couch. For one while. So, is he nothing but a sellout too? You got to think about the people that's protecting these guys now. They're the people that's, I'm just going to say it like it is, y'all. They rolling with these guys for a reason. Okay? And if real people are coming together and saying, no, this is making T.I. look a little soft right now, then why are some people coming out the woodwork that I don't know nothing about this Fab Mike guy, but for him to come out and say something about T.I. and them and try to protect them and come at the bloggers now because T.I. called them out for not saying anything. Why didn't he say anything at first? Why did T.I. have to tell him to say something? And now you want to come out and say something. It makes you look as if you's a puppet. Well, he's a puppet on a string, okay? And T.I. is just, holding that puppet strings, okay, y'all? I'm just saying. If you're going to come out for a cause of something, and it's not just him, like I told you, a little handful came out to try to protect T.I. and his image and this and that. But once something has came out like this, ain't no coming back from that. Even if he was to put out a new song and it was a hitting song, he's put out some hits in the past. People expect that from him. But even if he did, does it take away the fact that he's a snitch just like other people that they claim the bloggers are snitches and this and that and that and this? Does it take away the fact that he's a snitch? Does it take away the fact that he has beat a lot of cases? Does it take away the fact that he's gotten close to people and the people that he's gotten close to have either been killed or went to jail? It make you wonder just why he received that award that he received. What did you receive that award for? And why are you being protected by the higher ups? Ask yourself this question, y'all. You have to. Because soon as everybody starts saying, oh, it's a snitch in Atlanta, and they start pointing their fingers at him, the police released one of the witnesses' information and said that he was the snitch. So they threw a regular, ordinary person under the bus just to save T.I., y'all. That's what it looks like to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And let me know, do you all see what I see? Just like I told you. If you have somebody in the neighborhood that never goes to jail and they got they hand knee deep in everything, just like Boosie. All of the people that this guy was taking out that's locked up for life in prison right now, all of the people that he took out for Boosie, they were Boosie's enemies. They weren't his. So why did they act like they couldn't prove anything? Why did they act like that? What did this guy, did you think he just woke up one morning and just start saying, I'm going to start taking out all of Boosie's enemies and I'm going to pretend like I'm his hitter? That don't make no sense. And then go get tattoos saying who next and all of this. And they say that they didn't have any proof. That don't make no sense to me, y'all. A lot of stuff is revealing itself right now. And it's amazing that a lot of street associates or ex-street associates is looking at T.I. differently now. As they should, and possibly should have been looking at him like that. Because it is a lot of people out here that's faking like they're about certain things, and they're really not. Y'all. They're really not. It's a lot of people out here that's just good at setting people up for the fall. They're good at that. But they're not good at going toe-to-toe with a person, one-on-ones. They're not good at that. It's amazing how Charleston White can call y'all out and say, he challenged y'all to a duel. Okay, y'all? Y'all can put on some boxing gloves, do a charity, whatever. He'll challenge them. And this guy's in his 50s. And he's saying, I guess he is. And they're saying, and he's calling these young guys out. Well, they ain't that young, but they're younger than him. And the only thing that they're hearing and they're responding to is, he threatened my boy. But they're not responding to the fact that he wants to do a one-on-one with them. Y'all pay attention, okay? Because the real ones is paying this attention. Why are y'all ignoring that? Why is Boosie and him ignoring that? You don't want to put some gloves on and go in a ring with a 50-some-year-old man that can barely, they say, well, he having problems out of one of his eyes. And the only thing that they are doing now is trying to pull more people into the circle. It is what it is. You all are grown. He's grown. If he disrespected y'all or your kids, then what better way than to, get your leg back than to actually get your leg back? Huh, y'all? Bop them in in the ring. You can let out some of that little energy, that let out some of that steam that he didn't build up and didn't peed you off. But instead of them going that route, because a real one would have been like, okay, let's see if he really want to do this bout. And let's just see if he really want to get in a ring with me. Because right now, I want to whoop him because of the fact that, I want to put some paws on him, y'all. For the fact that he talked about my son like that. And my wife. And this and that and this. But y'all pay attention to how punks move. Instead of him responding to that, he's jumping online trying to get people to, y'all ain't got my back. Y'all ain't got my back. Where's all the celebrities that's supposed to have my back? This is what he's doing. But he's ignoring the challenge. Y'all pay attention to that. Because a real man would have stepped up and been like, let's do it. But punks, they're scary. They're always in a cut trying to pay somebody else to do their dirty work for them. Pay attention to this. Because this is how you separate the boys from the men and the lames from the real. Okay? This is how you separate it. And this is all that Charleston Wright has really brought out. That these two guys are some lames. And they have messed up a lot of lives. He want to get up here and always try to preach about what him and Tiny is doing for the community and the this and the that and the that and the this. What about the stuff that y'all not doing? What about the, the mess ups and mishaps that you're doing out here? What about the stuff that Boosie is doing out here? Inviting people to Houston and then take them out. Jump on social media and say you ain't had nothing to do it. And your nephew ain't had nothing to do it. And then the next minute, you and your son is mocking somebody that just got took out. Make it make sense, y'all. They can't have it both ways. And it's crazy how they have a lot of people and fans that ignore these things and act as if everybody's coming at them. When it's, the other way around. People are sick of them. And you can't 1 minute say, when somebody say your son is out here doing some stuff that he shouldn't be doing and coming at people the way he coming at people. And everyday modes out here in the street. You can't ignore when your son is out here doing stuff and say, I can't do nothing with him, he grown. And then when somebody say something back, you messing with a kid. Now you bring your kids into this. It don't make sense, y'all. It does not make any sense. People are tired of these two. On so many levels, they're tired of them. And just like I said, he's no different than that neighborhood person that was swerving like everybody else. And they never go to jail. It's a reason for that. Because they are bringing some information. Why get me when you can take down 5 people that's swerving in the neighborhood? I can tell you about 5 other people's that's swerving in the neighborhood. If you let me go. You see how this works, y'all? I can get you some more celebrities, rappers. I can get you about 5 more of them if you let me go. This is what it sounds like when it comes to T.I., y'all. And I can go on and on and on about this. But this is what I compare him to. And the fact that in Boosie case, the person that's in jail right now, that's serving life in prison, the fact that you use this person was enough for them to charge Boosie with something. Okay? If there was any type of money handed to this boy at the time, and he didn't earn it from a job or whatever, But, you know, he all of a sudden it came into some money. There's just enough proof out here as it is for Boosie and this guy that's serving life, as it is for other people that are trying to take out their husband or their wives and paid somebody $5,000 or $6,000 or $10,000 to try to do it. Just as much. But they claim they did not have enough. And the same rules that apply for this child, y'all, that's locked up for life, don't apply to other children or whatever that's locked up for life. They get more privileges than this guy because the things that he was out here doing, being sent off by a celebrity. See, they have to take that in consideration, that a lot of people, do y'all see how celebrities have concerts like Michael Jackson and this and that and this, and people passing out and this and that? They have a control over some of their fans. Some of their fans are weak-minded and easy to be manipulated, especially if they're younger. They're not taking that in consideration. And maybe they should have. Because you're talking about some very vulnerable people that looked up to Boosie, and he sent them off. And they're in there serving all this time. And he's out here living his best life, y'all. Getting other victims. Okay? Think about the people that lives probably would have been saved if Boosie would have got locked up for paying this person that's serving life to take these people out, because you got to put an S on there. It's a lot of people that he took out for Boosie. Think about it, y'all. And why, like I said before, why is, the government and everybody else waiting so long to take certain people out? Why do they have to get up to 50 bodies for people to put a stop to them? Okay? And as soon as they, somebody bring up one of the people that could be the informant, and then you throw somebody else under the bus and give out their information just to get everybody off of who really was behind the whole setup of Young Thug. Not that I care, because the stuff that Young Thug was out here doing, he needed to be locked up for if this is what he was out here doing. But does that excuse the things that T.I., Tiny, and Boosie them are doing? And the bodies that's dropping around them? Does it excuse that, y'all? Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.